just thought I had to tell you something really quickly. I just thought I'd tell you a really quick story. So Kubi got Michael and I up about 3 million times last night, and Kubi's in the back seat right now, and he's just chilling like a little villain. And I said to Mick this morning when I got up, because I did first feed, I got up and I just, poor thing, he's so tired, so I just let him sleep and got Kubi up, and we hopped in the car. And before I left, I said to Mick, do you want breakfast? And he told me what he wanted in detail. So I got that order. And we've just gone to, get it. But first I wanted to drive around a little bit because I didn't want to be gone just like 5 seconds. I wanted to be gone like a chunk of time so he could have like a proper sleep-in sort of deal. And I noticed this guy. I saw him yesterday too. In our town, we have a little bit of a homeless or displaced person issue. There are quite a few, and I saw this gentleman yesterday pushing a trolley around, and I anyway, so long and the short of it is first of all I went to church to see if there was anyone at church. No, there was no one at church, which is fine. Mum doesn't usually go to the early church sessions. I thought, I'd sneak a peek at her, but she wasn't there. We're talking about 7:30 in the morning, by the way. And then I was just driving around town. It's a different place this early in the morning, and I saw this man again, and I thought, that's it, I'm going to go and buy him some breakfast. So I did. So I went to McDonald's. I mean, it's not the healthiest breakfast in the world, but it's what Michael and I are having too. And I went and got him breakfast. So then, when I got out of they made me wait because I got some toasties as well, and the coffee. And then when I was driving around, I couldn't find him. He wasn't in the last place that I looked. I'm like, oh shit. So anyway, turned the corner and he was there. But he was talking to this other man. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have breakfast for two. But the other man did not look like a displaced person. So anyway, then I pulled over. It's like in a little side lane near our library. I pulled over and then they broke. My displaced guy went one way and this other guy went another way. So the other guy that was going the other way, he was coming this way. So I put my window down and I said, excuse me, sorry, is that man homeless? And he said, nah, mate, he's got a home. And I said, oh, okay. I said, it's because I just bought him breakfast. And he's like, oh, that's really nice. No, he'll like that. So I said, okay, I'm going to go chase him down. So I did. So I chased him like a mad woman driving through town at 7:30 in the morning. So driving through a small town at 7:30 in the morning, he pulled into a servo. And when I say pulled in, he and his trolley pulled into a servo. I'm like, okay, I can get into a servo. So I turned into the servo, put my hazards on, got the food and the coffee because I got him a burger, a hash brown, and a coffee. So I don't know what this man's taste preferences are, but anyway, so I put the car. He left his trolley next to a steel cagey thing with like LPG gas cylinders in it. So I put the bag and the coffee on top of the cage next to his trolley, and then I chased him down. He was at the other end of the bloody service station. I chased him down, and there's Koopy. Hi, Koopy. Hi, Koopy. Boom, 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 boom. I'm vlogging. So anyway, tracked him down, put the food on top of the cage next to his trolley, and he was going around collecting cans and bottles. So I left all that there, got back in the car, drove over to the other side of the service station, which is where he was in the dumpster, or skip bin, whatever you call them. And I said, "Excuse me, sir," and he came over and he put his arms, just relaxed on my car. And I said, "Is that your trolley over there?" "Yeah." I said, "I don't know if you're hungry, but I bought you some breakfast and I put it over there." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I get $67 a day for these cans." I'm like, God love you. God love you. I said, "Okay." He goes, nah, mate. Nah, I haven't had anything to eat. I haven't had breakfast." I said, "Neither have I." And I go, "I just enjoy." And he goes, "Oh, thanks, darling, thank you." And back to the dumpster he went. Now, I'm not telling YouTube this because I want credit for it, because I don't. It is such a tiny little thing somebody can do for another human being, because we're all human at the end of the day. I'm saying this and I'm leaving this in the vlog because I want other people to do it. You don't have to volunteer. Lots of people do. Mum does. She volunteers once a week, maybe sometimes twice a week if they need her at church. I don't volunteer. I used to, but I don't anymore. I don't have My excuse and my reason is I don't have time, and that's the truth. But if I'm driving around and I see a displaced person and I think they're hungry, I do what I did this morning. I don't say I do it all the time because I haven't done it in quite a while, but we're all human at the end of the day. And what I'm trying to say is, if you have the means or the opportunity to be kind to another human being, please do it. Nobody knows what you're going through. We as human beings are quite good actors, and we can put on really brave fronts. And nobody really knows what's going on. Even sometimes your partner doesn't communicate, or your mum or parents don't tell you really what's going on because they don't want to hurt you or worry you or whatever. What I'm trying to say is humans are really good at putting on a brave front, and a tiny little act of kindness. I wasn't even going out of my way. I was already going to get breakfast. A tiny little act of kindness, hopefully, can make somebody else's day, and then maybe then they feel good enough to perform an act of kindness to somebody else, and then it's like a domino effect. It's like a paying it forward type deal. So I'm not leaving this in to get applause or congratulations or whatever. It's no big deal to me. For somebody else it might be a huge deal. And if it's not, if he's a millionaire and he makes $800 a week getting cans and doing all, that's not good math. $67 a day, whatever it is. What I'm trying to say is, one simple act of kindness can turn into 2, can turn into 3, can turn into, just keep going. Do something kind for somebody today. You don't know what they're going through, and it's good for your soul. Are you right? Jeez, he's a rough nut. After the cleaners left, which was shortly before 3, the 3 of us hopped in a car. I didn't want to, I was so tired, but we hopped in a car and we went driving around to look at childcare centres. So we made the decision a few weeks ago, feels like a few weeks ago, to put Koopy into 1 day a week childcare. I don't work outside of the house, but I work bloody hard inside the house, and I need a break. It's as simple as that. There's nothing wrong with saying you need a break from a 7-day-a-week job with very little rest, and they're not set hours either. You can go to bed and be up 2 hours later trying to put a child to sleep, and then put them to sleep and then me up again another couple of hours later. It's just the luck of the draw. Anyway, the job that I have is extremely... it's the best job in the world. It's the hardest job I've ever had, and it's the most stressful, but it's the most rewarding. It's quite demanding, and there is no way in the world I would ever want to change it. However, I do need a break, and I need a regular break. Mum was taking him semi-regularly, and then she's run into a few medical problems, which she is getting addressed. She's having surgery this Friday, actually. Today's Tuesday. He's gone too quiet. Let me see where that little boy is. What was I saying? I need a break. Simple as that. I need a break. So we went around looking. Oh, wow, I look really old today. We went around looking and scouting different childcare centres. We did it last week as well, and the main common thread is the waiting lists are 12 months long. That's just, it's unbelievable. Yes, we live in a small town, but we have a lot of childcare centres. And one's just been built. And we received an official email from them the other day saying no, sorry. Another one being built that used to be a RSL club, so that's getting fixed up. And then there's a huge block of land around the corner from us that is designated to be a childcare centre, and they haven't even broken ground on that one. So that'll be 12 months. Last week I put Koopy's name on 1 to 4 waiting lists. I've got paperwork in the email to put him on to put him on another waiting list. Yesterday we went to the first one we went to was really promising. It's a little bit further. Well, it is out all the way out of town. It will take me 15 minutes in no traffic to get there, and one way. You cheeky monster! Mummy's bed. Look. Yeah. The first one that we went to, like I said, looked really promising. When I walked in there into the office, it was hot. It was pretty hot in there, but they looked friendly enough. Oh, watch your head, Fred. It was like 27 degrees yesterday. one of the ladies actually had a little baby on her lap, so obviously that baby wasn't settling in the normal area, so she was settling her in the office. They gave me paperwork straight away. I said, okay, we're just in the car. Can I borrow a pen? Let's fill this paperwork out. It was a lot of paperwork. But it was good because there was a section all about coops. My favourite book is, who do I live with at home? What's my favourite music? You know, just nice things. As well as all the other normal stuff like, you know, what is he allergic to? Does he still use a bottle to go down with, etc. Anyway, so we filled out that paperwork and she said to me, what day are you looking for? I said, any one day a week. I don't care what day it is, but one day a week. And she said, Mondays are looking quiet at the moment. And I'm like, hallelujah. Yes, this childcare centre is out of the way. At least 15 minutes in no traffic, but that doesn't matter. We have not been for a tour of that one yet. There's really no point in going for tours at any of them, to be honest, because the waiting list is usually about 12 months long with all of them. We went to another one that's further away again, and she said, just go on our internet, on our website. No, darling, back that way. Go on our website and fill in paperwork there. I'm like, okay, you couldn't even be bothered to give me anything other than that. Didn't even let me in the door. So, okay, that's fine. At the end of it, Koopy was getting the pips and with all the driving around, so I just popped in the back with him and we drove the rest of the places. The very last place that we went was in a shopping centre, actually, of sorts, and that one looked okay. I said to her, the waiting list is probably crazy, isn't it? She said, yep. I said, okay, that's the same with everything. She said, but give me your details and I'll email you out the paperwork. I've not received the paperwork yet. She said that she was going to do it after the centre closed, which was at 6. But it's the next day and I still don't have the paperwork. Cooper likes shutting himself in the walk-in wardrobe. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Excellent, you're going to hurt yourself. Look, you're on my vlog. You're on my vlog. Loves doors. Can I come in, please? The answer is no, Mum. Be careful of your fingers. Cheeky. You're cheeky. Ah! Can I come in? No? Okay. He said quack yesterday. No, duck. He said duck. So he says quack, duck, car. Never stopped saying car. He actually said bye-bye yesterday. He went bye-bye. What else? He used to blow raspberries on command, but he doesn't do that anymore, which is good because that's a bit cheeky. Boo! Boo! No, come on. We're going out now. Let Mummy open the door. There we go. Thank you for no resistance. Good boy. Come on, we're going out. That's it.
Do you want to say thanks?
Where's Santa? Look, where's Santa? There he is! Hi, Santa! Hello, say hi, Santa!
Hello, Santa.
Oh! Sorry. Yesterday was a good day, so I did a bit of housework and a few ladies' chores. And then in the afternoon, Koopy and I decided to hop in the car and go and visit Mum at church. She volunteers 2 days a week at church. They've got a separate, it's called a devotional chapel. It's separate to the actual church. It's just like a little quiet, serene type room where you can go and, you know, just say prayers or be quiet or be in the presence of the Lord or whatever. So it's literally, I would say it's about a 3 meters by 3 meters room. It's quite a small room. And I've never been there before, but Mum talks about it all the time. And what she does and what the volunteers do, they do it in 1 hour chunks, shifts, if you will. They just sit there and make sure that it's manned, like it's not an empty room that you go into. I guess it's a security thing too. I don't know, but it's definitely a welcoming thing. You just go in and say your prayers or just sit there and go. So the way the room is set up is that Mum had her back to the door. So the lady who was taking over from Mum's shifts was right in front of us, and then Koopy and I, and obviously I had him in the pram. And even just us in that room was really tight. Another lady ended up coming in after too, but Mum didn't even know we were there. She was just sitting there reading a book, some sort of religious book. And she later told me that she never turns around when people come in, out of respect. It's like a privacy thing. You go in, you say your prayer, and you go. And she said she never turns around. So, the lady that was taking over her shift started talking to her. Then she turned around, and then she saw Cooper and I was there, and she's like, "Oh!" Her shift, and then we went out the front and talked. Like, it was raining just a tiny little bit, so I had the boot lit up on my car, and I was just sitting in the boot sort of thing. Koopy was flying in his pram, and Mum had her umbrella out. It wasn't really raining. And we were just talking a bit, and I said to her, "Do you want to go for a drink?" And she's like, "Yeah, can we go and have that tea drink again?" Hello, another Cha Time devotee. So we went and got Cha Time. Mum loves the passion fruit black tea with no sugar. And I had a coconut milky tea with full sugar. And Santa was at the shopping centre, and Cooper waved to Santa on the way in. But when Santa was walking around later, he came over to Cooper, and Cooper started crying. So Santa then sort of turned around and went away. I've got a tiny little bit of footage of that. I'll pop that in if I haven't already. So Santa photos this year are going to be interesting because that's where we're doing them, at the shopping centre. So anyway, I sent Mick a text, as I always do, asking him if he wants anything at the shopping centre. And then maybe half an hour to an hour later, I see this creeper peeping through the plants, and it was Mick. So it was nice. We're all just hanging out at Stocklands together. Mum absolutely adores Cooper, and she does not hide it. She shows it. As a matter of fact, when we were in the devotional chapel, she was talking to the lady who, was relieving her shift, and just the way she was looking at Cooper, and she was saying to this lady, "Oh, isn't he cute? This is my grandson. Isn't he gorgeous? Isn't he beautiful? Isn't he precious?" And I'm just sitting there going, "Oh, she's such a doting nana," and I love that. I absolutely love it. Obviously, anybody who's spent 5 minutes on my channel knows that we struggled for a long time to get Cooper, 13 years, and I'm an only child. So Cooper is my mum's only grandchild. So she's obviously told the story because the lady said, "Oh, I remember you saying that you had to wait until your 70s to get a grandchild." So she's obviously been talking. God love. Anyway, hello baby. Cooper, look. There's that baby. Her that we were going to visit her in hospital, and she of course said, "No, don't do that. It's a long way," because it's an hour away. She's actually having her surgery where Koopy was born, so that's interesting. And you guys, I'm up to 61 subscribers. That just blows my absolute mind. I started this channel at the end of June. Right now we're at the end of November, right? So all of July, August, September, October, November. 5 months. That's 5 months, and I've got 61 subscribers. That's amazing. I'm just a middle-aged Australian woman with a toddler. That's all I am. I'm not a fashion model or a fashion designer or a singer or an actor. I'm no one famous. I'm just me, and I have 61 subscribers. Amazing. If any of you 61 subscribers or potential subscribers are watching right now, thank you so much for your support. It means the absolute world to me, especially being a mum, and if you're a mum, you're always second guessing yourself. There's mum guilt. Is he sitting in a high chair too long? Is he okay if I leave him to go to the toilet? Actually, that's not a thing, but you know what I'm saying. Like, being a mum is hard, and I don't need validation. I'm quite a confident person. Never used to be, but I am now. And I don't need validation. But the 61 subscribers and the amount of views my videos and shorts get they are validation, and they are confirmation that maybe I'm doing something right, and maybe people are interested in our story, in our life. So thank you. It's awesome, and I love it. I will keep making YouTube videos, YouTube vlogs, and YouTube shorts as long as I can. I don't see it ending anytime soon. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. I'm very strict on myself. I would like to get videos out closer to the time that I actually film them. That would be fantastic. And I'm hoping that if any childcare help comes through for me, that I'll be able to concentrate a little bit harder on closing the gap between when I film and when I post because the gap is quite long at the moment. We're looking at, it's about 3 months, to be honest, not for the vlogs, but for the hauls and other different bits and pieces. It's almost 3 months, and I'm trying so hard to close that gap. And every spare minute of my day, which isn't much, I'm doing a bit. I think I like to put motivational quotes and, you know, inspirational quotes in some of my videos, and I think one of them, Confucius said it. I do believe, and I'm sorry if this is an insult to anybody, I do believe he's a Chinese philosopher, or used to be, because he's passed. I do believe he said, and I'm paraphrasing, it doesn't matter how far you travel, or how long it takes, just keep moving, basically. So if I can edit 30 seconds of video, you know, while I'm drinking my cup of tea in the morning, or edit a minute of video while I'm eating my breakfast, then that's what I do. And as a matter of fact, you can see my computer up there. I put it up there because Cooper loves playing with my computer, so it's up there at the moment. I think I edited about a minute or two this morning, so that's great progress. I used to do editing and work while he was asleep, and I was just robbing myself, basically, because I just got too tired. So now I sleep when he sleeps. That is the smartest thing for me to do. And I do the majority of my editing in the afternoon when Michael comes home and takes him. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to concentrate because they make a lot of noise, those two. Even though I'm at the other end of the house, they listen to music, they sing songs. Sometimes Cooper cracks it. Sometimes Michael cracks it. No. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to concentrate. But I still get the opportunity to do it. So for that, I am extremely grateful. Anyway, it sounds like I'm rambling now, and I think it's time for Cooper to get out of his high chair and go for a little run before he goes for his nap. Cooper, have you got a thong? Yucky! Cooper, yucky! Oh, put the thong back! Ooh! Yucky! Ah, you gotta run! Yucky! Yucky. Hi, Maverick. Cooper, yucky. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here. Yucky! Ooh! Bleh. Don't. It's yucky. Come on. No, no, no! It's yucky. Morning, Aussie Jam famers. I woke up to a very pleasant surprise this morning. I went on my computer and I had a look, and I checked the subscribers. Actually, I check them every day. Not gonna lie. And last night when I went to bed, our channel had 61. Beautiful. Perfect. When I checked this morning, 65 for overnight. Thank you so much. That is amazing. That has absolutely made my day. So I really appreciate everybody subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Love doing what I do, and I love that you guys are subscribing because you're obviously enjoying. Have a great day.